chere tiawa anonye na rekasa tiawa ipanye na sore tiamia mengiso chere anona wakasa asoche yede adona waka obento megabe yade sroni asase to menye na mando ono na beka abakum zobra zoje rebo tiawa anonye na rekasa tiamia ebenye na sore tiamia na meni chirete ono na kasa asoche yede ono na waka obento megabe menesroni asase to menye na mado ono na beka ama esa sisubio sobra soche rebo tiamia anonye na rekasa tiamia ebanye na sore tiamia amene chirete ono no kasa asoche yede ono na waka obento megabe yade sroni asase to menye na mano ono na beka awakoma to ye
so men na tweben aha ye for the records aha na ye de nia ahopopo anim ka no kre sa de tie kire tumi Ghana man kan kro ne timamufo adwene foforo ye adroni de ye prepreja ye kana nenso ehia sa ye ka ena ye ka ye ya akakabensem ahia nkontonkisem ne nabrabasem bari makokodrufo a ne mfefo mema ekamfo ne mema yo no Okatakyie Afrifa mensa atenase obi nsi obi na ofoforo nyidie onte ya asutire eye for the records bompempen na tweben Ghana foforo no aben ena ye hye so men na tweben aha ye for the records aha na ye de nia ahopopo anim ka no kre sa de tie kire tumi Ghana man kan kro ne timamufo adwene foforo ye adroni de ye prepreja ye kana nenso ehia sa ye ka ena ye ka ye ya akakabensem ahia nkontonkisem ne nabrabasem bari makokodrufo a ne mfefo mema ekamfo ne mema yo no Okatakyie Afrifa mensa atenase obi nsi obi na ofoforo nyidie onte ya asutire eye for the records bompempen na tweben Ghana foforo no aben ena ye hyen de awu so men na tweben aha ye for the records aha na ye de nia ahopopo anim ka no kre sa de tie kire tumi Ghana man kan kro ne timamufo adwene foforo ye adroni de ye prepreja ye kana nenso ehia sa ye ka ena ye ka ye ya akakabensem ahia nko bema ne ho ayehu ahonehu na kwatwa mansa oboa ono no nipa ne ye na ma ye de hunu no aye bi dandim sa ye guso ye obesa ya ye bi Okatakyie Afrifa mensa tisire kwabnafo a odi ne mama sem wo no okunyini kofo bekwan a wako adi nkontonchi ne anadwoma na sem so sakatim pobi a woko no ana wo so mebe tekrema kora wo matekrema pem atapiti dua kontonchi amframa jampanzudu entumi ntutu mensa brampa otu aninsam botabum ahuntu ajodu pon kwame ato apoma jatabruwa na chiame poma okantinka kantanka okokloko okodrufu nsentwerefo mu bomofo nantiamra okuma bopon didiame Okatakyie Afrifa mensa atenase jiadwa na tie no die wu
Amor fire. Foul. Amor fire. Foul. Awonafo ankasa bedun kan no madane mmoa hwe ahe agbewe en awonafo firi awona kromba nkran ma no madane nkwasiafo ote awonafo ankasa bedun kan no madane mmoa hwe ahe agbewe en ahonafo firi ahona kromba nkran ma no madane nkwasiafo otejet wo ya kwasia na mo honchirim na otumfo akoto ka afoforo se otumfo frantuma every weekend bi o frantuma afoforo adentina mo nka se mo honchirim okuma ase sika kokko ofantofo ne yankwasiafo yene mfantofo ye bi yejimo mpese me ko western region ahantafo no omo de mo jimi times 2 ahantafo no de omo jimi no plus 30 western region omo kura de kan oti Elmina oti Cape Coast oti Commander oti Mankesim oti Salt Pond oti eye Winneba oti eye all the way to Asendompim eye Fosu Central ututia NDC we aboa ohwa ko hwe mu Cape Coast wo omo ugu asen ho no mo ko hwe mfantofo ne yankwasiafo yene mfantofo ye bi yejimo mpese me ko western region ahantafo no omo de mo jimi times 2 ahantafo no de omo jimi no plus 30 western region omo kura de kan oti Elmina oti Cape Coast oti Commander oti Mankesim oti Salt Pond oti eye Winneba oti eye all the way to Asendompim eye Fosu Central ututia NDC we aboa ohwa ko hwe mu Cape Coast wo omo ugu asen ho no mo ko hwe ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ye de obeye jiri osum nyame amfo wadwene sum Muhammad oba lokuta Quran Muhammad oba asase so lokuta ye wo lokuta Quran ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ye de obeye jiri osum nyame amfo wadwene sum Muhammad oba lokuta Quran Muhammad oba asase so lokuta ye wo lokuta Quran ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ukora na ekuta na waje hu no ukokuro bi so bi ko toilet ye de obeye jiri osum nyame amfo wadwene sum Muhammad oba lokuta Quran Muhammad oba asase so lokuta ye wo lokuta Quran ukora na ekuta Dr. William ni mpaye wo wiase nyina ye showa masarai bebeliza ne Corinthians onimdie wo nyina ontumi san ba yare Ankan Williams ono so ne ba no so aboda mo se den osoro na wate chain we ni kwate fia te se mire edidi nkwasi asem on TikTok was Danka William wa bompa ye wo wiase nyina de brofo abo ontumi san ba yare na mo mogimigimi ara mensa otabo akwatena court e bank board so we wie sika tetram odinam Ghana osoro na ohye Igbo curtains reverend obofo se hwanhwan ne nine say Egyptian pen odi nkwasi afo mu de echi wagigi mu sika nyina koto phantom and o ka kire mu se osom no eya azan obinim odi mo ho akosi estate and the software wejai di no nam ho estate hu sika na ogidi se mu agimi asofo azanfo business for afawa oba no function me and why kese cheme I said if Somalia e kuro bi ade friend enkinkensu and ade ne baaye and otewa hwa na fono some agimi or Fidelity Bank, Stand Chart, Barclays, Momo or 30 or Western Union. Well, wahwe other ni na de bieguso o disika ne beba. O bodam. Oil punk say akoko kodwa and my sister is sponsoring me and the DM say fa jibi kono a wo nyini ncham me o. About you say Burkina Faso ojan arimi yawo. Amo fire.
How many minutes into it? Hallelujah. Amen. Yeah, movie. General. That's General. General. And then go finish honti. I was ya. And I'm very pleased to go view. Oh, my boy, you are General. The General. I go for Philu Chromo. Sir. Maji baby. I don't Maji baby. President. Me president. Me bumaino. And one a month for every home. It's one a show no. He say I nyame dessert. Me bano Monday, Wednesday. As a mekasewia. As a trema man for no every home. Yes sir. Now for movie who we are near for fraba. ɛno nso yasaba ɛno nso de yɛbɛka bia ɛne yɛfiri ne kɔsi Saturday wɔn bɛwe ho a ɛyɛ no a na mama journalist fo ne bi adwuma a wɔn yɛ ama wɔn sika nso yɛsɛ ne yɛtua journalist fo monkɔ Okatakyie monkɔ di n'atɛm ɛyi Paka Wilson ɔyere pa ne adeɛ ɛyi yɛ bi ba mo mambio why yɛsɛ mɛmmɔ nya adwuma nso ayɛ sɛ meka bia no yɛbɛba mo kakra sɛ go after him monkɔ di n'atɛm monya adeɛ one district, one factory. Many metimia my creative. They say journalists of one district into 1 week, one factory. General. Now we never see Sunday. Deck. At the Petra never Sunday. We intellectual firepower. And a mayaba. Makabibi. Also position is saying we are a nation of laws. I was here. Yes, I know. Who my children may migrate. Some say a kabi. Namin kabi. Now for a kabi, I don't know where the bakery. And then I want and also you better say soon. You better as why? Because you say, or matter shock. It you better say so. Simsubio. Ewoba yes simso. And then you made a bomb so. Uncle my answer sorry. It will gusu di watem krum. You know, Omoka. Agosia. Omugusoka. Omusika de chena day. And your money ready. You're not the cross to change the aban. Fire. More fire. Deck. Catch almost at the aban and a switch and the aban. Why? I was ya. And you bedding como. And you know, I said, you may catch them a binding a scam by. The Nipa Bibri Noa, Mona Moya Namose, and people in the Bukolongo for. It's Yandian the Keda, Yandian the Jamboree, Yandian, hey, what's a hey, you two boy, were your young cool. After revolution for no, I was ya. They said, one more yan say, one more fun titles in a good moso. Doctor, a yiniade. Emma no ba kui de ko wie mo nimsam. Yes sir. Deck. And I know they said you ko wie ya. Nyame ya yadom ya nyasa anka ne ya. No ho. Ye wie ya ne se ba ko de a typewriter, a computer, tanko computer. Wono so ya ne ade. Ye pagya ne de ne ba ye no. Nipa be nan ya omo ye ndesi fo a doctor ne professor de omo so a. Say wo mo nko school nko sua ahwe. Eno so ne ye be kire. Ne abusa GTech. Omo mandate ne say. Act 1023 no settle up GTech no. Womo mandate ne say ye be hwe. You know. Ye wi a ne abusa. Ni nyina. Ye be di san komo no. Me MPP. Say na no me di jan gu omo so. So eno sabo so mo munemu na omani mo mfa me ho. Oze enko ba bia wo hwe ani ade na ye twamada pa ebitimi twamada pa wo mo se wo video so a wo ba fie ha wo be kan ye no ebi wo ho ye baba mo machi enti o kano na wo ni nyansa se wo bo sa videos ne kira da sane dia ani ada sane be hunu se Okatakyie no ye no korefo if so no na ban mu no wo kan bi ma anya bi bo na nim nyansa ni bisebio what is special in any wo ya ni ade wo didi matem no wo didi matem no ana na adwene mu no etisa asa wanti no was me ya me bo video so ni bia ma mo ho se o ba ensem abeka ye ni na me kan ensem ni bi kire maban na eduru momo ne yeso na me ka bi a kire mo dia mo se me kan bi na anu nti se me kan foforo tia mo aban dia be hypocrite na to hypocrite na se wa adwene ne mo ha kosua onti ase na adwene mo ha papa bi January eti GTech be kwa akɔhwɛ MPP reforms no aba ye di ho nkomo Frank Davis ni ade Joe say wusu ne say we chairman of the reforms in the bend the bay and almost ye koto aba ne da bay ye beto ne he na ye dane no abutu ye de free soro ba fom ana ye de be free fom akosoro eno nso na se kire ne nkyire mu beba na youth no kura no why ne beto aba wo he why am ne ye makwa mo nso abeka ho am ya to aba ye Cadbury member bia ana say ye bia mu makakra beka ho na ye progressive ye de be expansion de be ni nyina be chire mu ha why MPP ni bechirim ye to abane ntem January and October nemra constitution ne kura of the MPP no e de na eka say you opposition yan to abada bay eno no de omo ye no ebu mra so and emra no an ye di so ye bechirim amanfo na tiase ye koi no ayi coordinators no omo ye dodo say and ye dodo say na e beka ho hashi madam semo ayi ayuba any adumensam admens any a different gemensam Bismarck owoso omo amaka Bismarck ayibipua any anti adumoni ade ewo ayiwiamo ase san ne de beka ho enkansa boache mo san ne de beka mo ne nyina ye bechirim Emmanuel Pon ne Charles Boache mu nyina Dawuta Bre age mu nyina no emo so Kennedy ni ade mu nyina ye bechirim Alimatu ni wono pɛ no ba wo ye coordinator do coordinators 34 ni nyina ye bechirim na se say no kura constituency executives no mu ye do say chairman dan school general secretary Israel first vice Anyas second vice ni ade mu ye do say ye de say ne be ba be ka ho organizer no poku frefre wa ye ni ade youth organizer Alpha mu ye de say na be ka ho research and elections say ne ye no Frimpong no nkrofo ne say ne ye no Bernard Ajimai deputy youth no say ne de be ka ho ye be chirima mo nya ni nyina wa why a women's organizer why ye ni ade say Cindy wo call ye ni de mod wo no abisi ni nyina ye be chirim ammonya ntiase et mu benya the understanding here
precisely
timamu nko bia why
aha no
mu wie nso a general say na no ni ade mame vice president mami omu and the air was say, or Tonkrama, Donald Trump say ni any idea. Now, we know, and I President Mahama so South African president, you call any idea. No one so can be any idea. And then you know, Okuja to Ablakwa, a mirror of justice, the true mirror of justice. Why any head of state, Okuja to the head of state. What was you had never seen in no. General, eti wono so no wokoto yini ade na na America force dey omo de ban ato Ghana force ana afa no mo consider omo Ghana ni bia ntukwa ama America hey ebadi o ye behwe ni nyina why ya kosie ani ade ye be discuss General ba ku ye na anum ko kan no kura na ye passing comment na mamenka mo say ambulance fo ade no ye nwie
Dabita.
Nemo no we no hwe se abuapayo wo mo mpese ambulance asem ye beka ni ntino no mo she da koso ba ko nim so mo ye no mo so Shara afuna wakoka na asem General enukwa na ye passing comment ana mo ye na ese no mo aka me na ko wie se afa de me mmra betum nchene no wo ye nka me jai me meka ye no ye yi no ana Shara afo se wo ye no no kofa yi no wofa ne nek danso eje danso confidence so mi anamba no
exactly
it wo ye na confidence frame ye ana wo ye se nek danso abiam danso skani no ana wo ye no se ye awrade mpapa na de na me wofa se afra me se wo ye masere na me se confidence no kura wo ha madwene wo no nek dan wo ye se ne nua ba ne logina eti wo ba no abeka kire me se ja me nua ba ne de yi frame me se wo nua ba me yi na frame and I know about one say, me offer say those who say one no one county. But I am saying here, offer say no so can be. I feel me you offer say everyone. The MT and say, well sorry, you babo and now can be one near base and I'm saying that be a run there. Your papa. And confidence so the other and offer sending one no nyame target. Name you busa governance and once. Why? Where your governance? President Mahama the kofa code of conduct the man a ministers. Na code of conduct you must also no award so. Na the family members in the move. And you be this come into details. Says you to abama obia so membu manya. Na the family members in the money ya ni to abama the family members no na. Ekufa do be ye. Na nye. Ene jo mama ye. Me ye musa questions. Na madwene ye adwuma ni. Obia ntimi hwenu obia. We ye boxer na so hu odin a. Koko we need titles magana. Eja nkwasasem no.
Tell them.
Let
them know.
Say you can boxing the abetimi akabi. In can be kata chemfo asem boxing. na ye ka soldier for asem dia ye ye ka police asem ye ye ka economy ho asem ye na mo eduru boxing dia market echi enka bi mo fa boxing nkosi Azerbaijan e ho de me nka bi Kosovo Costa Rica e ho na me nka ho asem bibia within the nation de me ka ho asem what enwemra bia ni ho mo pa mu ni matem kosi ha ade be che enkosi aga me enwemra ni atem didi ensi dia be dia no so nkomo into detail Anthony Joshua na kwa yede ne beba ye gisan na Shara no yesi 2024 wa ye bi ne nyina be di san komo ti mo ntwema mu TV ni ade na mbenya nsem nso asa awe ho general resume mu resume
Yohani no
Yohani
we said ya tumu bio
what dia tum
e ka say aban de
kontumpo aban agoja de a settings aban
kan we ene o kira ne aka mi bi foforo
tientie Yohani sempa etredu chichemu dunso e wona Jones de yenti
Danny.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
A few moments later.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains. Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses.
When you President Mahama, a war opposition, and was the MPP for you so Russia-Ukraine war. I say, economy no yes, Russia-Ukraine war. No, was why I tro, yes, and walker. Yes, sir. A tro, and your GND, and your Trobamano. No, by no, so the 5 months a year economy a young bidder. It in Kobaji 1 a year a city, and your 2 liter biaso. And then Rechia, Israel. And Iran. One more Eden to Kwasumu. No, sa war na e wo hode da na beba. If say no ne history. Say maybe a twemo. Israel for ne Hamas ne hwan. Wo mo ntokwa na Israel for susu say Iran for share Hamas for no. Echi. Almost sponsor money ade. It is hard they will go after them ne dey keka. E bin so a kire say sa war no trade war. If say be Israel no strategically. There is a trade route and and no America for always want to have a hold of it. If there's America for any control of the Middle East, a China ne be a problem among and it's way be so China for Iran for Russia so tilted towards Iran and America tilted towards Israel. And somebody they be bring na say abeda ne ntokwa missiles and esu. And Rajon Mahama say despite all the measures we've put together, Ghana is not immune. Hey, Nekufado de no ye immune one. Nekufado penso de Russia Ukraine war na ntimi nya adwuma. Nemo Iran but from abebo ama akokotro ho ada ho. Why? Akokotro beda ho. Why am from abebo? From abebo pa. Ana we ni so we crude oil no. Agoja baron a free 62 no. E kosoro. Ya ka kire o say nyu o na ate fuo bia so. Adwama so no. Fuel price ne ba from to I think $62. Na enyina ho a it me ba from. E bi ba 42 nyina ade. Ana it me kosoro. Na kosoro a e be increase the price of fuel. Say government am fan to so dia na ye scam aban. Or ye propaganda. If say onya save mo na okase ya increase fuel price on the world market. But then again, we are not going to increase it in this country. What it presupposes is that there's going to be a gap. Our more watching a yarn, it's propaganda. World market price of fuel, a crude, a kosra, as a to me affect here. And I'm quite more about why Yamina America. War no so Iran a major a year, a oil exporter. Major oil exporter. exporter in the world.
Exactly.
And Russia so majority time when to see Russia and Ukraine. Now omo a producer major producer of oil. I said the Iran so major producer of oil in the world. The make what I say. It's to see Iran. It will affect a world production of oil.
Exactly.
And we are there after there will be scarcity. It is scarcity, no demand and supply. When there is more demand than the supply, prices will automatically skyrocket. What did I say? Economics, some call you cool and fancy one no, yes, a demand and supply curve. No. When there is more supply than demand, then there will be a price reduction. And when there is more demand than supply, then prices will shoot up. Yes, I know. To your draw when one near a curve, you see, near the Inabishia, maybe a price and a supply. Yes, sir. Mekainina, Mekainina, Okatakyie cool and a cherem. I was ya, sir, my bendy, my bendy, woman, and hinty, Omuyano, Machiamopa. Eddie, you may preserve my dear, what trust in our wasem on Cano Correct. Nana history near Samumbiana and Saniako. Okay, so general, one more year no mubusase. Now when you know what did in a bay, Machira one more chira. Now all you know, so what he was your politics. General, the amount for him, no moon and net, and they say. The Omafa who dear bell crew way mo, a frabro fonsel, and your woman come on a chassis. Tia de make ye. Na munsia na munhunu. On padishia. Munsia. Mo amone mo nananum ntrase me anto by the fireside in Chiramo. Mo so boku nso mo mfa bi nkan. Timothy wi ase ye den. Wom so de yokohene. Na yokohene no kwa ne sei. General. Ye ni ade no. And no history me de mo mo ne say. 1948. Na ayi osu alatamanche. Your friend in New Kobna Boni the third. Tia de make you. One no na 24th February crossroads. Tie de make ye. One more year no. A soldier for a moko Second World War kokon ye. Na ayi Britain abai no a promise wo mo se. Se mo kokon to kwana mo ba. Ye ba mo early retirement ni some benefit. Afi wo makwa bomba ye Britain abai no ati and governor na mfa mo mo. An wo mo nante so mo ko ayi ni ade. O mo koje o ma de castle. And only 24 February crossroads shooting. Exactly. Cooperative, private or that telamti, and the sergeant ajeti, the mountain and Kanyade. And one more a wee, you shoot two or more wee. Like Chenie. Now, Hina no osu alatamanche. So, what the word awam? You can't be awam. What be that? Yes, I am awam. What be that? What yassie? What yassie? Asiane say, awam ne stand for. A year Association of West African Merchants. Awam Association of West African Merchants. Exactly. Na 1948. Na omune control a year trade route a free by UK ni adieba. And omo year so omo best stockpile a year product. They kind of hoarding. It omo hoarding na prices cost. Ni nyina ka ho bi ma ni Kobna Boni the third. A year no see boycott a European product. It omo year what in 1948 riot. We incited the masses against a West African merchant. Exactly. And not in Tokwabai. Sa a year 1948 riot no. And no the lead Yama Mount Fonisha asking for a year independence. You form UGCC. I didn't know Muabe year CPP. I did New Kobna Boni the 10. No ye in it. And what year politics here. And there must be a hine. Ironically, when him said no ye Osuala Tamanche Yinano. When him said no said he what Techimai. Na hinabana no di. Techimai. Let them know. No, or ya Yokohino what Techimai. Unshiadie. Now fair Masaba Yokohina make us some chiremo. Most why Yokohina was a bedi a politics here. Ewa abra Yokohina and a mamma far who dear by. Techimai Yokohine. Me Kobna Boni the third. Exactly. If San Cranfoni dear Jadie. And you know, Bedi and another mammy free. Techimai. Oh, yeah, you could need. The catcher of Sa Yokofonia Dian will be a young mammonini. After Obio di Osuala Tamanche. No, said you Kohina would Techimai. Now maybe the Yokohina was Santiago when I was on Tiasi. Madame Ayuko is free grabbing. Gabbing in Yeminia. And I'm in the Quagona. Madame Wania, Demeko, when I'm buying IEC. Unsia. A mamrania maniana tetens a munsia. We are no tramadapa. The migrant and Tessa would you know. Me buy. Me by yet you be anya. To a hine. You cohin the miana midi. na doma hene o paduana hene wo ye doma o if say doma na ye kuro ana ye ni ahene nkuro obeye ye so obi ye kontire unsua de obi ye jase obi ye yankobia etimo madwene modwen se no ni ahene eye war formation precisely ya kokon ne ye form ye no fe yase ne ye form ye ti yaka so obi yankobia onko ba bia won ne hwefie
educate them
yaka so obi ye jase a won ne nsafo ne nyina hini ho ayanfie ho kura no ne yaka so obi ye nifa hene so ye nifa hene dia ye kokon ye the right wing of the war
precisely so
ana so obi ye benkum hina wo ye the left legend of the war
exactly
ana obi ye konti se bantama hene wo ye konti eno mo ya mo se kontire ye nka kontire ye konti na se tutu ya babio odi kan ba ye no ana one bantama hene wo mo ono ne ne ko ye kosom ye amankwatia tia wone ne ko fe yi ase ko ye kan se denchira kosom ye na mo ko akwamu na mo da wo mani o mo ba ye no one ne mienu nyina no nua madane nua anu wo kokon na sata mo kosua akwamu ne de nkyirafo ne wo formation ni ade nyina anu wo bo bantema akonwa ma no se saade ne wo no ekon ne ntima bo akonwa ya ma wo kwa wo de anumfo 300 anum asamwa na edi anim anu wo de wo ko anu wo de wo ma asafo de enti asafo hene eya akwamu hene wo fa asante no iti kasa akwamu ne ye so ha na mom chamo se tutu ko asantememu akodi ade no ana akwamu hene emma anum asamwa li 300 soldiers leadi ye koye na sabi akwamu fo ne ade no no mo tensa wo ni dipa ne nya no ase nya no ase ensa wo mu dipa no no nsua de wo ye ne ade nti doma hene kura medical ka kire mo anya bunu ni me kan se mu ya monte wo tete bunu ni asante ntam nyina doma hene anya bunu ni ne nya bunu ni kina dabi wonye bida me ana mpapa no efse doma hini ni nuane akomu hene na so ye bunu ni dia da na ni nuane akomu hene explain doma hene wanya bunu ni se wo ye bunu ni dia anka ye da na ni nuane ye agugufo aduanafo doma hene ye bunu ni dia e da na ni nuane kumawu doma hene ye bunu ni dia e da na ni nuane asumanya enti etukotena wo ye ni ade no se wo free akomu no anu wo tene ya baby an ne kumase mo frɛ ne South Central e ho no obetena woni kwadwokuro mu hene kwadwokuro mu ni ye cultural center kumase cultural center wo mo ye ni ade no mo ne doma hene ne tewo obiri ye bu awuo ne ba ye na doma hene tu ye ene so okotena wo mpem na wamunsuo a da bono ne pam mu no okotena ti wo mpem no otete ho an wa build doma amana ye kese eti okapa dia doma hene ni nchiri ni akwamu wonye bununi ti wa ya wo tete abonofo ni asantefo ntam ni ade maka kire me papa munya na semana abonofo mu ni asante nka mu ade me papa wo ebia wo pa bono nso ne so adi ntia ne asi asati we versus them na bono fo no mani di so hene na nso ono ade onye bono ni wono de won kan bono ne won kan honkura wo ya kwamu ni na do ma hene ya kwamu ni
exactly
yes wo ifra kwamu I make catch
history
no me chira na do ma hene nya bono ni
bomb history hene
eti wonya so wotete yi ni ade edi janua ayoko hene ne de yedi ye bedi ne ne ye bedi ne china na ye omso na himfie wei edi se okọ ayagona se ye wa himfie kakra kasi wo no na ade achi a jasen so wo na himfie na nkọ bia so wo na himfie na kontre wo na himfie mo adwene mu ha o I'm not your regular guy. Don't be doing these things with me. General, a scientific training first na yenso and they say abeya nwotwe na history no da bia memamo why ye wo country e wo jase ye say ni ade ayokofo pe ana kan ho nti munyimfiri wo yenko reforms no omusua de ana omudidi atem dek omusua na menema no aba na dwene ha omusua history no minimum history and the people with that knowledge of their history is like a bird flying without a tree to stand on. Eventually they will die. Let them know munim baby amufri ba na meda hu baby amoko say ye na munim baby amufri ba dia akamba hu say akamfo ni nyina ya de ba ko na politics no ma sha ase echiche mu na mfante ni asante wontokwa ana we fante ni etachimai Scafo na mo wo akan state ni mo no. Mo sha se organize matches. Be kan akanfo na bom.
Exactly.
Na mo nya kwasesem no.
Exactly. So.
Ti yanko. Why if you are Schwarzenegger? Also what the secret at 2 abonten. If you are no be asoma. Me ana me nua ba no no masoma. Also who cry hard gwendo. Why you say when you walk agona ni ade. Obi asoma se bebo de. Sister. If you are so kamini papa o. First me no anadwo bi yakọ ayi akramo no. Ya niam bi wo ho ni ade na afia na ya somsem. Edu ba bi ana na adwene no nso. Nso ye de awunua no no afa na sa. Adwene ne nye sumende. Average no ayenko women MPP for reforms no. Ya baba Shara afasem so. We will still talk about it.
Exactly. So.
Dek.
No amount of intimidation.
Apu. Eti MPP no say aye dey. Ya the reforms aba. So currently, Osha MPP
call.
Ye wo a polling station. And ye wo electoral area. Now polling stations in here baby a to aba so wo su polling stations. Baby a me metuma aba wa ya Afija Sechere East. It may use Afija Sechere East. Na constituency. Na me de akyere mo de yesi ye ba be ye. Now currently no ye wo a 152 polling stations in Afija Sechere East. So fa wo so e de ko de wutabere e de ko wiamuase kona odumase asaman akrofon so jamase e de ko bepoase buanim ni nyina wo kambo mu a police stations mako 152 now sa police stations 152 no now kodru police station bia no a e ye nipa num ana ye yi omo so omo ye police station executives chairman hwan ni ade ni nyina. And the MPP force wa mudi nipa mienu beka ho e wo police station it can for Afija Sechere East for instance a year police station be a nipa 5 it's 152 no it will give you a figure of 760
precisely
police station executives ni nyina now you police station executives ni wi a omo ba omutime to aba ni beni ade e electoral area coordinators it will fa electoral area no say Agona West no a Alhaji Hashim Adams ono wo ho ofa eye be pass new tower yes Ayuba ono so e wo ho dome Dumens ono so wo ho bedumase Montreal wo koduru wa emo so Kennedy ono so wo ho Foria manfo mu nyina edi se Kwakudua wo mu nyina edi ufa sa electoral area coordinators ya obeduru Afija Sechere East eye 34 but I know say other constituencies were more or less you any free so na make masembra yi free so na bra Dabi yi na bra. Eti o ye ni ade no. Omo ye over your friend say 34. Now a year one coordinator to one electoral area. Eti ka de be kan one 34 plus a year 760. It will give you a figure of I think 794.
Precisely.
So by and large, these were the people that vote. And so now what the constituency executives, you know, say chairman, ufa chairman, chairman down school ho. Now what ba first vice anyas. Now what ba second vice. Now what ba secretary you can say Israel. Now deputy secretary wo mu nyina no wo mu ho. Yakubu Halidu. Wo mu nyina Habila assistant secretary Habila na yes ana poku frefre. Wo no ni ademia na menu adimosi. Wo ye organizer. Eti wo fa sa omo maka no a. Say deputy organizer. Amembu akofi general na make kan ho asem o mamu amen. Enwa mamu ofunti poku ya baba to aba odwane ko UK ko pa bibi bedi
precisely
MPP ameka ho ase na we enkrofobia o mo se me ba MP wa yi Afija Sechere East nti o ma sha ase ade me video se me kan nsem bi na ano ni ade na de me kan ne mutie ya nkan ne se ge aduri
ebi o hene
na me kan ne wiem ana me kan man sam ne me ana me kan dem kan e bia nso me ana me kan
fire
Eti general, you know, your assistant secretary, your organizer, deputy organizer, your youth organizer, we could do what Alpha. Alpha is war rim collect, what can your money a year rim collect, and your man will ye war shine it to one any deputy, any idea, any women's organizer, and you say so, Cindy, you're two Obama, no, I'm more for ya, show me yet. Honestly, you can acquire copy. As I say, dear mamma, more de sheso, one is a kina, no more ye, no more sheso. yani namuana waba a year research and elections. That is Frimpon and Nkrofo. And son waba a year a treasurer, Nana Koku, financial secretary niade. And on never more 15, 17 in number. And the MPP saw more increase, Yabeshe. It's now what they are doing is that per every polling station, instead of a year 5 member per polling station, only 2 making 7. So the figure will now move away from 760 to 1,064.
Exactly.
Now we are no free. The coordinators now we are 34. Say Besmark mo, say Frank James and Bipua, Besmark Bipua. Woman na no you are free. Now come we are 34 and they are the 4-4 beka omo. It per every coordinator electoral area biano. You the nipa 4 beka. So say we are nipa 4 per 34 coordinate a year. That means it will be 5 per electoral area.
Exactly.
So electoral area biano, multiplied by 34, it will give you 170.
Precisely.
We are trying to expand the electoral college.
Expand it.
They make what I say. After we are, Yabama Kwama, a former DC, former MP, former constituency executives, and no more hold the positions in the party. If it says, Obi by former DC, Obi by MP. Now, after you free wa, who's who need say need decision making in the party? It is wrong.
Precisely.
Obi by constituency, police station executive. After you free wa, what's he taking decision with the party? One can't hold it is wrong. It's your friend, Yabama Quine. I'm a Sankrofoni in Abeba. It will fair just actually East constituency, for instance. Yadwamina Babekahua. It will give you a figure of about, let's say, 1,500 to 2,000 people.
Precisely.
Whereas in the initial stage, you will be dealing with about 800 to 900 people, by and large. Now from 800, when it is expanded to about 1,500 or 2,000, it is believed that it's a limited expansion, but included in decision making.
Exactly.
They make what they say. If they say an MPP for so much beam, reforms in urban, or beam, general fansa for winning a beam. Now, the electoral college will move from polling station executives of 760 using Efijasechere East constituency as the yardstick. Now, Omodia call a year 1,064. Then they will move from a year coordinators of 34. Now coordinators now about 170.
Precisely.
Then we are former DCs, former MP, former constituency executives, former police station like so it will really expand.
Exactly.
Now, as to whether or not these reforms are what we need, or we need mass expansion, and one repercussions, financial constraints. So far, I am in agreement with it for now.
Precisely.
But as we progress, we must be able to have every card-bearing member of the party given the opportunity to decide.
Exactly.
But I see an initial database, and you pentamwa yeni idea. General, we are no free one. Almost one of the reforms I deba, and it's a more miatuaba entem. Now, Matisse be no more years. Yebeto national elections, ni yato regional, ni yabeto constituency, ni yazo topsy turvy. That means ye tene adiania. And only no correct. You decide this, omu decide this. So I am pene. Tie de make ye. You decide this, no omu decide this. So I am pene. Ye form for ni am pene. If said the entire empire say, Samunya to national organizer, to national general secretary, to national chairman, we are, and some year to police station, when you so be controlling the whole process out to the last member. So be controlling this process. And we don't want a situation where the party will be living in the hands of the bourgeoisie. The party belongs to the people. So we must let the people decide. It is not the end of correct. We decide this. Communication no also say we must you better national, ni akoto regional. We must be nye emasho. Bibia sansu ni ho. They mom the omo decide ni say. Canada Japan ne ba womia ne branch champion ne kwabena Japan. Wo mo nkrofo ne kontrokwado. Party nsu yakọ akwa ba yanu su biri ye. Hey, eno kure yanu su biri ye agoja. Defeat was so massive. So we are not in ordinary times. We need extraordinary measures to deal with extraordinary times.
Exactly.
Now this is what we are doing. Ya pese mu jan to kwano. Jennifer Pon. Wo peka ne dinti. Wa ko. na ayi your friend say Kofi Ofosu wono so pe ba umianti woni Jennifer na ko ne ade ani ase monya ne yanyi anu mfiri hontem na constitution no MPP constitution no dia kire ne say you opposition dia ye beto aba not later than
Precise.
2 years 24 months.
Explain.
Now you beto aba Ghana da bay you beto bio 7th December 2028 the constitution say you betimi ato a presidential candidate not later than it you betimi aye ne you betimi aye china na mo mani kwan say 7 December 2024 2026
Exactly.
that means what breach constitution it's in another than Kokufado time I ba opposition in 2008 by 2010 years you know I think August 2010 and ye so October 2010 or so ye no so benya ample time dia campaign it we the omo ye enye news omo si anto nentem me omo ye adwene say ba ye akana Japan supporters ba omia supporters kwabena Japan supporters ombeja antokwa no amo titi party ni party ni here no de it omo si December 31st January 31st ye beto aba yi presidential candidate me omo ye adwene saa de awie na ye beda na de anya no kore e maso ne maso kina enti ye nkonkoto ne ntem de obelusu ne ni so ate ne wan de obewi ni nso ne agya waka omo nyina bom na munya ntokwa bebre no
Bruce Lee
Gobi general sawa it's sunny ye no reforms ba konso say youth organizer position no first na would me di 39 kura no adi ene wo so mo ye free ho na wo mo di about 35 na wo se bi kamu yi we me ko kabma mo na menyai 35 no say national youth authority no the definition of youth say 35 from 15 to 35 na youth na NDC for no mutimi ya no pare adokura be youth awo mutimi ya na yenti and there we MPP ni ba ko wo ye ne say o hene say ye makwa mo pare ado ye youth organizer ni akofo obi a wonye yi ni ade am so ya no de enka no kure ba same okube ye youth organizer no na oni 35 eti ubetimi aye adwuma wa bra oni 35 wonnim ya onim yo eti we 35 na o mo mbeto aba ye youth organizer no se wo album ni mu nko ade a na wonnim fie 35 wa ubetimi atobi sa so na se wo ye women's organizer wo bepa obi a ye oba wo album ni so bia na betimi atobi eti regional no say regional elections are obi a wo region ni mu bia wo so wokoto aba say youth organizer no obetimi atobi so long as I win the 35
precisely
so omo wie no say reforms ni me say Tescom ye be man Tescom for no first na Tescom presidents nkwa na eto na afen ye be ma Tescom patrons abeka ho etu fa Ashanti region for instance they are about 64 so 62 Tescom ni ade na concerns Ashanti regional youth for any reason and it says oh makwan if the Tescom no obi o ha o free sunwane and we be school kumase and we be Tescom president and the patron na afen oba 8 months pen obesa akoni fie wo si de bo no mra me decide ma manfo na ete wo eno na omo hwe ni ade ba yen hwe ni anya se betumi abibia for why now the reforms are there yeah expanded name of see ya done in the say obi beto national ansani abedu eno dia anya adwuma agosu ya ya make out ya say eno a form for yempene yempene reforms, you know, by and large, these are the major critical reforms. Limited expansion. Say, be any idea. After young presidential candidate at the end of term, it is not in breach of any law because already the law is there. So we are following what the law says. Okay, the law of the constitution of the MPP says that not later than 24 months. Except that when Frank Davis moved the motion per the constitution of MPP. Whenever a motion is moved, say it must take 6 months preparation. It will show moving of the motion 6 months in January. It you know one movies and Kianya December. Nanka be bianco. But I'm running man who quite it's running the code January. January in Yakushia near Tuaba. One a baby party A, party B. General Secretary what the release about. It we no you mo ye the Joe Wise commission committee no say Joe Wise na be ni ade and ya form me wo committee say wo mo na e behwe so am ya yes an yema nyina eye mo me antu ni mfiri why ya wo be wini abe wini wini nso wo wini ya ma 10 years kura wo wini wini ha deck ya ma 10 years kura wo wini why wini be wini nso be wini. These are the critical major reforms.
Precisely.
And Yama Mienu here pa electing of a year the can say presidential candidate.
Exactly.
And this I ever to a bad and at the end Mienu. National officers Yamambako.
Precisely.
Montu a interim presidential candidate in term. They will say Danenwa Baba to national could see from the day. And your human is and your human channel is. If Samuel Sadia, you be winning national chairman, or ambitions will be control the whole party.
Precisely so.
No one in Crawford Shemwa could see the last end. Today, we have transfer for 15 years. Yampanesa, Shuabo Bonuti, the Yampanesa, and the Yamtrain. Why? Deck. Yamon primary sin the uncontempt. May we say, boy, yeah, they comes in the Bini, comes in the Mubini, when you campaign. Why?
Candidate.
Tony, and we got him the Dianamon tongue.
Fast.
You know, I'm a chair Dumens. Jemfi Isaac Jemfi Michia, Watch Isaac is Michia, Alima to Sadia, Michia, Munina, you ma moye Frank, you Michia Munina, Frank Jemensa, the Biano Chapon Kuna, or ye, a Yantidu, we are most one anno may coordinate about a general mosquito. We are Moise. Why me could do a me question, many anti do money in a coin. Nti Mechia Munina, Moya Jumanso, teacher constitution, we are Moise. On also ye Juma. One say when you coordinator, but the Juma warrior no day. O say, I Nanako Kunina Simunina Moya Juma. Monyeramo. You know, I am sorry. Now you call her G-Tech in Sasa. Now you call Embranimu. Embra set G-Tech. Act 1023.
Precisely.
You can't act no. Se wo shamra wo parliament. Na parliament shamra. The tosu. The entire will be Act 1030. Act 1023. That means the 1023 law ya pass Ghana's parliament. It will forbid say 1994. Act 494. Act 49889. There's a Emra tosu 494. It will forbid to say Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. Yes, Act 29. That means Emra Ghana share here tosu 29 no. Say be Alpha Act 25 the Companies Act in here. Emra tosu 25. It's Emra Ghana share here from 1969 in here for Woodino. Ebesin ne. The tosu 1023. Emra has set up G-Tech. Na G-Tech no majumane say. Yanko share a year there be Dani. And you young the functions of G-Tech under section 7L. If I'm section 7 once, and son had about 36. 36 in here, the criminalization of a year's idea. You can say a chanko computer moya. Yatukoma, Monko school, Enyawe. It is how the doctor, so we a professor, so we a dear you. And Brad says so co school. Now, yes, our title.
Exactly.
I feel me a bedroom baby. And this if we're sorry, will be hard to be to also. Tanko computer. Near here, Danny, you are you any free son of the other the right in the bra. After Tango computer, and what dear Basse, were your doctor, sir. And I did take a truck command. If I tango computer, I bet you so. And no more my year near Desna. Yes, when you title and this is for one. No more sound rubber on the doctor near Diego Musumunko school, I job also cool. And a G-Tech is actual crater. Now, young so far. Any part G-Tech actual crater, Danny, follow me and Sanya Comrade Kura, follow me. Young Nipa G-Tech, Dr. Tanko computer, one year Dr. Babia, according to G-Tech. if it's a GTEC in a war, a year to me, a back or say, you may read what the constitution says. So GTEC a trocrata, and the common crophobia, Munyamo doctor news. It's one school to be a doctor. You must have studied for about 3 to 4 years. And some way a doctor by book. Now, doctor knows you are about also medically. You must have spent the time of about 7 years as a medical doctor. What do you mean, Kobe? Download your free network. I web so.
Download this.
What you trade Maswa, me a Dr. Tanko computer. Who was I know say Kings to know a year. Kings don't know what here I try you. Kings don't know what here on patent and maybe a Kings to know. Or say online. Online so you're and rich and create. Now you better say a criminal actor now. Per Act 1023, Section 36, you know. You better say I didn't know Dr. Tanko computer here. Does it bother on criminality? And even in failing of forms, that's how the question also your doctor. Our brother when your doctor. Oko Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960 anymore. You were forgery. You were defrauding by false pretenses. It is a one your doctor said you pay according to GTEC one your doctor. And so there was your doctor. Ni your whole minister of communications. M1 yes acquire good ye. There is only one computer.
Let's look at
then if you guys have video no. Some George very irresponsible character. Some George. Very irresponsible character.
There's only one computer. With a PhD or no PhD. There's only one MP. There's only one computer. With a PhD or no
PhD. Such an irresponsible comment coming from a whole minister of state.
Precisely.
When Obia would demand for any, say, "Well, no, you give a said, dear boss." Now, what that man for? On your doctor, so a doctor. No man for any raise questions, or they can't be catching a man for no class, or we idiot for questioning him. And for a minister of state who should know better, he says that there is only one computer, whether your doctor or your doctor. We have brought a year democracy in the governance so low that people are no more held accountable for their actions. Obit me that man for on your doctor, also your doctor, and we get a minister of state endorsing such impunity.
Precisely.
Impunity. Say whether PhD or no PhD. So that means the arrogance of power. Just a man for a question, no. Or me and Kwasiafo. Yes, sir.
Fire.
You know, man for a Kwasiafo. So more question, no. So your doctor now, when your doctor. Yes, sir. And these are the people leading us.
Precisely.
And so almost me and commercial. What can you be true at Tanko computer on your doctor. Daniel Fe young for Mama Cano when your doctor no GTEC actual moment. For more picture better 1 year. One more picture 1 year. Coco you page in so general the man. I was your first never better. Afe ye say afe papa yi Professor Adum Ofori elected one year professor GTEC na mo pay professor ne doctor no mo ko suku no dek mo ko suku and this mo ko suku so adai o ma download the ato mo professor when so honorable Dr. Desmond de Graft pay to say one year doctor GTEC say one year doctor onya yusu what the share na yisu nyina wo what pe campaign honorable doctor nyina wo de share so na wan ko suku a we so ye na akoyo ono so MP for Wutu Senya East ono so ye say na doctor no de ato no so say Dr. Felix na akoyo e wa bra onye doctor GTEC so wonyi then this idi asemo
Expose them.
Anya by force shortcut abai omo download the doctor na sa won ko school ko he now call you GTEC so wonya yusu
Expose them.
Danny for last one bra wonya sa ne bai Tanko computer and now no ba ko so doctor here oba here my your man body wonya doctor so a doctor then this muko school no wia e be ye dai Ora Collins that way. One cast why a doctor baby. And so Collins that they are competent enough. Let me hold the portfolio, sir. A minister of works and housing, minister of this year. By force says or your doctor. Metia me your doctor. Me ko kasa be a doctor. we make Kenya they say me we me masters no na me frɛ me yonko bi Dennis Adjemo na me ye na me say wo hwɛ Dennis me nko ye me doctorate na me nko sua law every Dennis anu anu di matter say kan kwase asɛm nkyerɛ na what honorary lawyer da so honorary doctor dey bo na honorary lawyer what be da eti ko sua de ntimi ma honorary apa na we me call kakra no hey law ni na fo mo awosua ka me ye agai na me frɛ me yonko ba ko na me yonko fo de o munyo ma adwene nyewu me frɛ kwaku sisa kyerɛ na me kwaku ade na nyame jai adisua na no den do no bi sam say na ya call from time to time na me so me call from 5 to anajo 9 no say ntu jai a sa 5 to anajo 9 da bia no de be ye dan ngwase ase bia na de beji ba ko tena ba bi atwa bi I guess so nemo mamenka was a uko wanko 5 years in the beba nemo eba the result of say otu asoko and say be for lawyer and say the result of say one to us wanko and say be anwa rensam or kidney say it is the choices you have to decide exactly and I'm saying mamentu aso no makwa ampani ampa ye wura mu no aka 1 year ni ye wi enti monko school ni bi o man ko bi entom bi se kadachie nko bi kadachie nso ko bi pa hey let them know hey makobi o biti bonso adi edi general we say ni ye call level 300 in the law gempa law you be wie enche to monko bi na munwie downloading no na GTech war the mandate say oko section 7L of Act 1023 and if I make one read this section 7L of Act 1023 near share the criminal aspect of adie no a mo ye no and people must be prosecuted exactly so people must be prosecuted than your first never 7L no now already a year Act 1023 no 7L make be than project in term na in reading na you want some bebreka you want some bebre sir you know and I want for no ama no ni nyina ho your first Danny project in ready now section 7L of Act 1023 Danny said yanko the one project in ready ewo na ye na fa de no to so na so kura Daniel no so on senti na no nkrofo cast wo ye NDC ni no twa kakra akwaje bribe ho eti e be release 7L no Dani project yanko so de ato so wo de ama no Dani ana me ma fa nto so we de mse je Dani o Dani we de anya wa ka bi de asebo show Yebeko 7L near ready a year 8L near Dinina. Danny? Okay, maybe I told you project near reading Yanko. Now already at 7L of Act 28, section 7L of Act 1023. Or say the regulatory functions of the commission, which is GTech, include to A, verify authenticity of all certificates, diplomas, and degrees upon request. The functions of a GTech, maybe a mature criteria. As what authentifies authenticity. Say, you were a tango computer, no? What say, where you know your doctor for a certificate, you call your doctor, Nebra. Fabra. And only a man in a chair. Now, Oko 7 section 8 of Act 1023. Then he projected section 8, no media to see he projected. Na Yanko. Section 8, Nese, Tienio, 84D. 84D say, the commission is responsible for the accreditation of Na Ebra 4. Or say, the commission shall, A, that is, Yanka A nunca D no Yanko D regulates the use of higher education nomenclature and titles including university, college, emeritus, professor, doctor, chartered and related terms. That into project na yen ready e ho no. You be ready section 8(4)D. Teach them. You read sections 8(4)D. So the commission, no, Najuma section 8(4)D na murino. Or say the commission shall D. Regulate the use of higher education nomenclature and titles such as college, university, emeritus, professor, doctor. So your commission adwuma. So mo be yesa. Na commission so sa wo tumi say or recalling say wo tanko computer or ma fro say wo doctorate in fabra. Ampa won fa mai. Na yenko section 36. Na yen read section 36 1 to D. Na yen hwa de. 1D to G near radio. It won't say the tanko computer, it is a criminal offense.
Precisely so.
Then Yanko section 36 a year 1D to G. So already section 36 or say a person or who Jenye not Yanko 1D. Then it zoom in, let the people read. Zoom in. So it's section 36 1D and then or say a person or who D. Refuses to comply with the request of information made by or on behalf of the commission. D. Denies access to relevant records for information made or on behalf of the commission. Denies access to, obstruct a person authorized by the commission to obtain information. Provides information which that person knows is false or does not have a reason to believe it is true. Commits an offense. Tanko computer. Some information or the mark commission a force. So he commits an offense.
Exactly.
Why are we not arresting him? Now some judge work cancel say whether PhD or no PhD. Tanko computer. Discipline. This is criminal act. Exactly. And he must be arrested and prosecuted. And so now bind to so. Until now, your mama, cast 1 second or sister 1 second. Hey. When you remember I'm calling for no scam government. Criminal offense. The Tanko computer and then fire. A criminal offense under section 36 of Act 1023. And so still I know yet your mama so far nyeri. On pamono. Some judge be endorse no. I catch them for some of whether PhD or no PhD. He's still computer.
Just look at that.
Such disrespect, such arrogance of power.
Exactly.
Tango computer must be arrested,
precisely,
prosecuted,
exactly,
with his accomplices. Your man a criminal,
exactly so. And
you make a and we are a nation of laws.
Pay the law.
Pay the law.
Precisely.
Now, General, you're sorry, now yanka a travel ban on Ghana by the United States. So there is a potential travel ban. So now the United States are banning countries. And they say almost a review 36 countries. 36 countries and Ghana to 16. Nani so Trump administration considers adding 36 countries, including Ghana, to its travel ban. Why and she say why America say Trump the Ghana for can when you been caught. Munu animal more horses were Ghana on Timin Kubu. Donald Trump idea or person no. And you was as another or person yes sir. Danny to America ya opa when you been cool. America so the heaven on earth too. Hey, won't be a moving canvas as someone chro. American one more uncle. How many saw you Ghana in quad on my he said Donald Trump into a moyana jom forma no dome market and makola for makola for na sa tonkra say ohene de pese ye wo no but we can't tell no ye cry any ade no and no yes wo sen onyonkon a wo town enti wo mo ye na Wednesday na be ready enti main function next week Wednesday no mo dwadata enti next week Wednesday me ye na mo aten so tag Traders Association in Ghana wono so afreme so ohene wo ba ye be swat say ya baba was ye nyina ye be chicha onyoma na ka kire general ni kofi say show no mo ba won bia benya tutututu na mom general de bia mema ne tere kura was team na ba ni obechi obia shoe tutu e ma shoe mema shoe ni ade obema obia tutu eti Wednesday show ni ye koye ne wo makola why ye kwa mo so aka mo adwene makola for man be ka mo adwene no mo so ye be cha mo nyoma ne ade sa ti ye gia ne ade abre street for eti travel ban ne beba ni ase da be ade ne si na ye wo ha na Donald Trump ko ka asem bi na fe ma mi omoku Dani Fatoso na ma mi omoku de to so say Ghana is considering we will also Donald Trump better yanka Hey, go come back
Mommy.
At the right time, we will take action. Vice President warns of Trump's say US it. Mad aid to no man at Trump is with him. I've almost get the view. After your Vice President to say Donald Trump, at the right time we will take action. Yes, you will come back here.
Mommy.
Even you will come back here. Trump will swap them. Hey, come back here.
Mommy.
I'm so I Trump will say move forward to a summer we are coming punish you. After your one now, you honorable John, His Excellency, Malam John Yohani. Malam Yohani so say. And I know a South African president will call America Donald Trump Jojo. And Trump's unfounded attack on Cyril Ramaphosa was an insult to all Africans. General, you're a Kikabenu. You have a Banagana phobia to me, America. And to a more yeno, Anna, a Sako Viese. So, no be with diplomatic relations. You don't get hostile to a yes, any panel. May Baba catch them, so I didn't know could you trouble like Wayeno. And what repercussions.
Exactly.
And what implications be. So, to me, sorry, now what close you embassy said, because I'm going for a year more honor, a MPP 40, you're paying for a question. It's my tomb, my shutting it down on the orders of Amatela. My shutting it down. We don't do that in diplomatic circles.
Precisely.
The moment you shut down your embassy, it is a hostile relationship you have with the hosting nation.
Let them know.
So the host nation for your embassy and your US government. And when you take such actions without having to engage them, whether through note verbals or through proper writings, it is perceived as a hostile relationship you have with them. And a minimum can say Washington for a man be breed, there is evidence to the effect. And go for a break him. Sabes Akurana or my Nomunya. And Jabaya said, we are serious. Oba ye was what called Lanche, Black Star a year, event in a while. Over some Crawford. Meanwhile, Washington, baby and Crawford, see a black community all over the world. I will introduce a mirror of justice. You can black community all over the world. Okuja trouble. America has the largest our mukurasika financial power to come and invest. After Okuja trouble, yet was baby and Crawford bet me and Vesa Bakurum. Shutting it down. I'm an uncle for come. So a month for visa. 6 weeks, 7 weeks in it. I got 3 months. 1 year, your friends. All because of your recklessness. Yenti do about week. Yenti.
My grandma just died in Jamaica. I am devastated. I want to go home for her funeral and I can't because of the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. I hope this message finds all Ghanaians and especially the Ghanaian embassy. I sent off my passport over 6 weeks ago to the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. to get my Ghanaian visa renewed. It has now been 6 weeks later and I have not received my passport. I have called the embassy, nobody answers the phone. I have emailed them, nobody answers an email. And when I'm online trying to get an update from their chat representative, they are telling me they cannot help me. You promised, and I paid for a 15 to 20 day service. It is now 6 weeks later. I have emailed you stressing that I have a death in my family and I need to get home. And nobody can give me an update on where my passport is. This is unacceptable.
Where you unacceptable. General, what by brofu nyina say? What the visa application akotum? Washington. Why am I? If so kuja to say no na dwene mu no. Wa shutting it down. Time open no baby. What kind of irresponsibility is this and recklessness is this? Is that how governance is done? Because in Kofo ye more perceived to be MPP. Tiasi a pay reason be pamo mu nyina. Near the end is fokubo.
Exactly.
And then wo no se manfo ni ntu kwamra. Black communities in the year of return echi wo mmra. Baby on benya visa so kura no ye. So obi so tua visa fee mawa. Ono wo contractual relationship. And when you are not able to honor that contractual relationship without any proper communication, you have breached the contract. So a breach of psychological contract. And you sit there and this is our foreign foreign minister. And so Kufa to so or Cambrofri nyina e kire said obesi aye foreign ministry na wait. Washington you. And when the nam so mad Donald Trump say any 36 countries no. But when say Ghana munye serious. To the more beka ho to consider. Ade abena no. Any ma mu ye nyina ma the brand Ghana no in the eyes of the diaspora no. Yamatan sir. It imagine say black American be and now say African American be so wamra. Now we apply for visa. Now 6 weeks in 7 weeks. Onyaye. Most of them communicate here. Agoja. Ne papa muni. Where you am no. Afem be kan mate om tu bi ne hwe man. Ye be di matema dia. Kofa kofi paka wo se. Paka wo mo sandu sika no a. Say manya antie se. Mu di matema ye sanem kakra. One district, one factory. Wonya bi amambi. Ese menua no mama munya adwuma. Sadiq Adam say wodi matem kakra. E ba bedru amambi. Tuatu so dudu. Ese adwuma de memmonya bi ayepa. Omba jiji ase kotu ni. No mu di matem. Na be sesa de bayi. Me bosi me yade. Na ma ban kura de na me de no. Me am party kura de na me de no. Sata mo bojem so kadachio ye hunu so bida kadachio ene edane hwe mo dia kadachio nko onye credible mo hwirim enye credible obi onye credible na munya ne voice kasachia na aban ebo munya ne voice o kasachia na aban munya bibo Steve Wonder eti mo pa America ko no ba bia be na we me yira send me warning o se just Dennis nkwa na ka encourage you ma call on no na abeba ha eso ya assignment na ni adaje abeba ha ma me ka ho fire me huna mani o agoja eti yanya ni amra Shara fa sem so
wo fa se Shara Roman father Shara.
Dedi kan. Agoja. Bo kofi ayikwadwo sha dem bo ojaye ne kakra na. Ye fam break.
Hwi ojaye.
Dan e hwe me ne anko ne ade na ngosi hwe.
Amo fire. More fire.
Okay. Amo fire. Alright. Baby anyedi. Anom say dem akoka Shara fasem. Enti dia bayi. Yanti bida. Boxers ne say dia yi. Ma men kan boxing ho asem. Na sports journalist for no say dia yi. Ma men kan sports ho asem. Ana morning show for ne yetwetwe scam mo no. O mo didi Okatakyie atem. Because ma akoka Shara fasem. Na Shara for the moja chan edui na ho ahwan. Ojonso de crude oil. Magana. Kimi enka oni Mahama asem. Akufo do bade e betimi aka wona na mamamuo mu a there is a problem with it. Na mom se Mahama ba ene na mamamuo ni mu a there is no problem with it.
Precisely.
You need picture free so. I'm not against or no boy no.
No, never.
I am not against him. Let's take that record clear. It's not about the guy.
Exactly.
And make some catch it. No offer. And then neck down. So now, when you say confidence, so I can't say, "Mommy, to me, train and go for it." Confidence, so buy you. And my say, "When you new bano, Lordina, the men cannot send you. Tomorrow, Lordina, men cannot send for a while." And was I didn't offer see dear by and to me, you know, come and make you
Roman father.
and you go confidence. Oh, guys, was even offer them to be free. You know. And they say no. COVID and soon you are biology na ne. Ayi we no. Shara for there. May you more free. Just down microphone and your man no can me be school you. Why? Eti nya sharaf. Nemo na kontani dem uniform wenye. John dem uniform. COVID and so e mabio e ma wa kontani uniform wenye. If so malam Yohane do na ebu man. Ti me uniform a. And I know say me nimi nuasa for JNDC kasa. One so won so yi president Mahama free na am say na me uniform say. Asa for je. Anti enye yi won na ebu man. Ti afi wo mo say makobusa say Sharafu nya sika wai. Na no kura no hwe ye passing comment. Exactly. Me ya na me am ka say on ba betwuma da pa. Eti ye nyai. Afi binum so Sharafu ne papa. Ne papa nua na Ibrahim Mahama. No mo was candidate. Na ku for de no mo ne busuafo no mbo kube. Kube na no mo bo ansa no mo ba ba mu ahu. Na obi ane na ba ye chief justice. E ku for de na ne papa ye chief justice of the republic. Akufado, Edward Akufado. Who are chief justice of the republic? Akufado papa be president of the republic. What's the saying? Pano money what it takes to open a restaurant. Precisely. Hypocrisy bekumo.
Pound for pound.
Mo hypocrisy bekumo.
Exactly so.
Ebebo mo triso. And no, you can't be Akufado diano because it was wrong.
Precisely.
This whole idea. Say you true Obama obia. Deck. Nana busuafo ne namu saa. And as a nation we are accepting that nonsense as a norm. Exactly. What nation is this? Yatro Obama obi. All of a sudden we na Irate foundation. Now why? Omo opposition who foundation da. Na Irate foundation no. Now the number here private companies so. Mumra me support it. Oh yes, it is a dream now. Why? When I to come and mbeka say, I could for the $25 million contract. I'm an ebasu on konko penti a year you were at work. Akola iba beka chere mo say. And you won't know a your contract here. Now your private companies na asona say. What's the mon printer? What buy a month me for a contract in me? But I no kurano. Me will problem with it. If so your president bar. Now call private individual ho. So ko pay sponsorship. E nyama mienu. Private individual or interest. It was the who sponsor.
Let them know.
We also are watching Womunya Samuel said by ya binding ma against them. And you want the it tell oil. So best sponsor Sharafa. By virtue of Shara being in close proximity with the president. Omudi who by Yama Amano. So how are we accepting the norm? Say so be papa by your president. All of a sudden that person can be going around soliciting for funds from it will cost money 2 million Ghana cedi, 2 million 5,000, and you are using it as a yardstick because who for the
exactly so.
Ti Sharaf nina mamemum. Sadenya Sharaf organize boxing. Eye kama. It boxing for say me and Kawasem. It is even an affront. Adewe eyenim guasiama muankasa as a nation. Omaya yetimwa. Your Ghana Boxing Authority. Your Sports Authority, National Sports Authority. Your Ministry of Sports. Also say Ghana Boxing Authority. National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sports. Say huge national institutions. Omuntimi organize boxing just a Sharaf na co-organize.
Hypocrites.
When you correct. So I say, Obi use state power at your building ma. And you're wrong. And they Obi use state power at your building ma. Yankee Anuntu. Oko Kamina Sadiq Adams say, you organize it be 2024. One and name said 2024. John Mahama was a potential president. And don't forget, John Mahama has become a president before and now coming. So by virtue of so even former president in it alone. And on ma ye free be a influence peddler. What is one amoki can say hunu? Secretary Chiako can the enke bida. Say Shara for ye boxing at the no. Why dear? There's nothing wrong. Meme can kwa meka sen kwa ya dear. Now so said there now no more year you know. You be some the same question. Musimunti bida. I don't munti bida. Matimit mutubi ne hwiamano because I shut up. Me and my Shara for you no name target. I'm questioning a ye no. Say ya the papa. Ya two idea abama obia. All of a sudden, I wish you for all near Ramam winning. Yankonko video President Mahama chere the entire will see Bukom Arena. Yankonko. So you will realize that President Mahama, ni vision I know your president want to say Obama Bukom Arena. Abe sports a year a boxing for na be juma.
Precisely.
Instead so be use state institutions. Ghana Boxing Authority. Ghana Sports Authority. Now all their builders are there no. Or the neba na lead their builders are there no. And I must say me in question. Because in the bay why are successful? Yes, it is okay. Now a whole sports authority, Ghana Boxing Authority, and the sports ministry Kofi Adams. Someone to me organize a successful boxing match. And to me for Anthony Joshua Madia. And you must show one Shara for made ministry there. Some funu no. Me asun kwa didi. Afi o mo se mentibida.
Fire them.
Cause a Sharaf. The Kufuado badie. Okobi a restaurant. Ni etwa ntro restaurant here see 6 million wawan. Mo ha money twa ntro. Emi agitum. Ya kan am say ampa me ne mo ya adwene. Kufuado ba no mo ne na mama muom. If so yes sadia. Yan konko he code of conduct no no jomama na nkasa ne ba. E da ne hwehwe jomama video. A wo ka se de enti o si Bukom boxing arena nie. E say wo ye say wo pese wo promote boxing. Make an na no ayimi agasa me nua Bukom banku. Ono nso abeka bi. Asam na richi. Wa hwa ono wo ka no. Se mre bi obeka so feel me pa. Eti wo ye no wani di matem. Omo maka no de. Ayite policy ni tiri ho se bosompani no odi di matem. Ani asi Joshua Cloth ni ade se ne ye ba hwehwe katakye ni abo no. Anya de ehia ni. Joshua Cloth wo obo boxing nya millions of dollars. Want me fa bia ma me promote Ghana boxing. Na we suko no ma we wo nana na o say wo mra me promote Ghana boxing ma.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Joshua Cloth is one TB da. Ade no so ye per lasting solution. It was China say President Mahama bani ni ho a. Obi antimi promote boxing bio. Ni ye use state institutions na ka boxers no mo ho atomo. Ade na make am monte ase. Ade na make am monte ase.
For pound.
Ade ba no. Ni an kan okure okure ni musa. Ah? Ade ba no. Dek.
Who is the mohini?
Enra na ye Kufuado ba. Ye nyina kaseti ai. And ye Sharaf. And I'm saying it's not even about Sharaf.
Never.
It could have been me, it could have been General, it could have been anybody.
Precisely.
So it's not about Sharaf.
Exactly.
But it is the idea here to Obama Obia. All of a sudden, ne bush your phone ramuna. Yeah. Also, private institutions and a sponsor. It is Talo Oil. Now, what's Sadiq Adams who free this sponsor? It is Sadiq Adams can say, can you mention correct? Say, now, what Trocrat, I call Talo Oil, on Bema sponsorship for sponsor. And yen free ho for a second. Let's pretend say your mama nye Sharaf papa. Ah, your president. It is Sharaf we Trocrat, Commander Loyola. I go best sponsor. So by proximity to power, he is using it for other nyama. Ya can was him say you're wrong.
Exactly. So
Kufuado ye nya and ne your mama by ya and yet
wrong.
Mosi yanki anuntu.
That's what they know.
Ghana Boxing Authority. Saudi Anthony Joshua beba ya asem ketwa. And yen nyina yen ko site ho. Dani, there is a video I made sure said you see Buki Anthony Joshua make appearance. Sometimes what charge even $2 million.
Precisely. So
$2 million.
all the people.
Before so, and I'm going to buy the president free. They go free. Imagine this cash
Appearance fee.
Appearance fee. Or charges sometimes as high as $2 million.
Exactly. So
na ye ka say mun use state institutions no fanye mo se mun use state institutions ye ba me ya ba lidi anya ne papa Anthony Joshua wonye charity organization o ye event na peso oba na manfo na ni be di akira said oba ye manfo na ni adi akiri na mo mun use national sports authority mun use Ghana boxing authority na munya nsem hunu no
critical people
adia no Sharaf so and I know Sadiq Adams who no sports in the call report to say Sharaf no we a footballer born wo Bobby way wo Bobby da bay and all of a sudden you champions and you person you boxing ko akira onu na ba beli na say that be you wrong
exactly
you must state institutions in championing say ba ya wo china say your mama ni aban mu a still and boxers and mo betomo be ka bibi aboa mu a mo meto and am say ndc afra mo nti ya ka mo se dey ya ba hwehwe na ni abo no enye de ehia ni awonde kro na award ba hwehwe ka de chi no abebo no fa koje ai titles bra And I say, maybe I can chair. Then we room me and I remember. Okay, I'm so now you'll be destroyed. Meaning why people are so fixated on being destroyed or being. Something must be destroyed anyways. Somebody must be destroyed anyways. Why do we live in a world where we feel so self-important? They say, Oba ya wo de Shara for nemu a wo tu kwan kura na at the expense of the taxpayer na de ne ka hoko meka ye na ojaye nyasa and we are accepting this nonsense aban ye nya to abama aban na president ba ya na ne wo fa ase mabie foundation ne nana mabie foundation ne yire mabie o ya so da bi private institutions na support me why they name say private institutions because we are closer to power until no musuru support you
expose them.
Shara for no one case when you president Mahama or president ba. What chura krata ko baby obebu ano. So you so on one case ni position
precisely
to intimidate people.
Exactly.
What's me yanka? Yanko code of conduct na president Mahama. I chura ye dem ministers. E wa bra wo no ani so. Yanko ko 1.5. Code of conduct. Yanko point 1.5.
Read it to them.
Ni reading chira wo. It was ministers more involved or more families. Which will likely or is likely to conflict. Which is likely to conflict. And when by virtue of the fact that Obano Papa is president,
expose them.
It is all Bibia. Omuni say, because one former president, watching President Mahama can say in all of these dealings, on far phone, Mfre will be introduced to Nebano. Is that no influence peddling? Is that no influence peddling? Are you not using the state or position as a president to influence some of these things? I feel you come on Yanka. They come in Madapa. I'm someone come and so on back. And I hear the Shara for the movie Bitiano. But the Shara for Yede, men want to quack. But they are wrong. A good father banner year and they are wrong. Sakufano so no sin anisu ade hunu so obema creative art na kosoro nya sa etu oba na ne ba no so bua creative art eno mo cassette ai ene jo mama sin anisu ade hunu se boxing oba ye ne ba na eligi ene de mo so me yan cassette mu hwirim
Mr. Dreamer
ade ba no na yan read the code of conduct Danny biamu ni yan read the code of conduct Danny biamu ni yan read the code of conduct. Now, what your code of conduct, Mama Mfona? Was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature. Your code of conduct, no. The president, Mama, the ministers, so was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature, and may arise due to influence and power of the minister. The minister holds. So the influence and the power of the president is where Talomode who sponsor neba. Yes, Montiasi, dear Montiasi. Pakawosi, we na make a dear Diasi. Also may arise due to the influence and power of the minister holds, both in his or her sectorial responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. B, may be pecuniary, that is arising the minister's direct financial interest, or non-pecuniary involving a family member or close associate. So, a family member or close associate, it will be perceived as conflict of interest.
Let them know.
We a private individual, may per sponsorship, we are private in may per sponsorship. And you say we should continue as a nation with this behavior. Is that how we want to build a nation? After being a president to be our bar, the barba could pay be keke. Well, and you're boxing. Inside now, no, creative art. And then the way the boxing. But I could be a bar. One of the Adua Yanis what to what you draws mama. As was one woman, one panty. It's a private individual, as a moment sponsor. I've a more sponsor we are. When you're 10 million, no, the more one see depend one quakoye. No, keep it the aka. So using state power to build their own children.
Precisely.
And most say no, me I accept it. Because me I am me. How is that I am here?
Never.
President Mahama is so generous. You want to be that. The entire young one is to be done. Say, Obi Awabaye former president. Now also buy Obaye president. It's even when you're former president, you know, enough to influence some of these things.
Precisely so.
It's your year in 2024. No. Oh, Isadi Kadam Subusa. Shara for ne papa ne President Mahama. Anka oba also be person that card man. What kind of crane you know to be our soon go die. E dey be no. You go read 1 point identify the other one you reading near ready. Point 1.53. You go read ready. Was it interest of family and personal friends? Public perception is critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability. And I'm sure President Mahama, the code of conduct. Also, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. It is a President Mahama Yahweh say public perception is a critical factor there. What does it send to the public?
Ask him.
Dek. I'm sure code of conduct. President Mahama de Troy. It was the Ama ministers. Name one word and the bendiso.
Fire the president.
Above the law.
Or see a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or personal friend that derives or is perceived to derive. So it's not even about deriving, but the perception of deriving.
Exactly.
What President Mahama say? Minister or more family members, a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or a personal friend derives or is perceived.
Educates them.
The perception in itself is enough. What's the minister's in this? Perceived to derive some personal, financial, or other benefit from a decision or action by the minister or the government. It will be in a mama. Is that not a perception? So we use government, you know. After we see ministers in condition, what kind of country is this? Koto de nebodwe. And unti ya twetwe track at the chiada pa. Na mutwa me madapa. Monfa intellectual firepower debate mra.
Exactly. That's what we want.
Monfa yes superior argument mra.
Precisely.
Na kwasiya ni aboa na baga biga no watetana na ngadipa ntana ngonya dai. Oga masi wanim say did me matem. Onsia de.
Onsia.
Ogabi on tremba baga biga kan baga biga sa 16 years. No intellectual firepower.
Angels. Angel ben and no benanti.
Angel ne we nante.
Be say be mo hini.
Me de me no na we menua aye dia yi na yi. Wo ko kan me ho asem na ho ye me hina me mfa course bi. Na be me mfa course bi a ho hini say wa ko tena odi matam ni ade. I won't come in that lane with you. Koko sua de.
Precisely.
Sua. Na me kan ye no so there be when em border on conflict of interest. Name my border on this, it borders on that, it borders on this. Then you bring another argument, I'll bring counter arguments. Ani ye no. Yes, ani endek. I won't sua wo. Have a bag bigger like you. And we've gone past that stage. I am above that nonsense. What I say? It's a moon dear. We me and me prove ya chremo. Code of conduct 1.5.3. Now we see interest of family and personal friends. The perception of people deriving the Quran is against the code of conduct. The President Mahama do ne mabeti me and nemu. Nemo ministers and manu amu nuanu mo menemu. No more. What kind of country is this? Sharaf, it's got nothing to do with you as a person. Let's get that clear. I don't hate you. Now you see me yupuku. For MPP. That's why I also see you support a good thing. Why does it mean you support a good thing? Mrs. State institutions were what is here usual. My governance here full load. More cheap governance in this country. You accept stupidity. Or in the name of say, Obi a tuaba mobia. The bush and phobia me beguma young people. Near tuaba momo. Not because you people thought say a problematic. It was because Yaman and Amo benefiting. Tiafa Yaman Kwana made the same to even worse. Eboa. Have you did me matter? Not him did stop me. Munni muntia. Munya na krokro ne ade no kwa ka no beboa mo a chen de mo ye no ehunhuna Joshua Crotty o se ni di no no wontimi mu obi a ja ro kan fa asem kona me yakwan mo ma yam build institutions o china se Shara ni ho na President Mahama ni ho a boxes in be da survive
Shara just studying na
Abe me na me kuma mo no mo sa kikansem hunu se if you don't know and you talk about boxing. Now the boxing is a Kosovo.
I am a punk sabu.
One eye in a punk.
Joshua Crotty.
Joshua Crotty. Also grab me up boy. The boxers, I know you got this clear. I'm not against anybody helping you to promote. I'm saying we should use the right channels.
Told them.
Let me go there. Untia say na so pe Shara for 70 and they make sense to you. Abu mianga sama bu awo na no obonyom. Until they make we ase. Na abu dia na untia say. Yesi abronkuma egu nhire ne kura na etikuma kodu. Na be so abribra. Eti amemo ne hyase no. De mo ye na be kire se de mbe akoto aso. Na mo kwan mo ma mo wo faase na mo na no mu bribra mu a. E be do ba bi o kanka. Ti obi anfa na semonko enwura ne de munyai me Sharaf de kura negdan so frame nka me jaika ne mo mehwe mo ho hinti masa betum nkyene mo obi enwura mo pa yetua sika mamu a wo paka wo se maka san bi na kwa jankwa sesem no ama wo nya sika you say week on week fele so fusku achi be homo ba mo bia di papa bi ti me bia djuma amamo on the street 140 o say or sorti omo kadachi 4 years in bawo say aka 3 years 4 months e bawa o papa bi bawa papa amontimi ensomu dia say di nsuo toye sa na wi abo a won wa wi abo free from da na mo dia mo yakufo do tia me yenye mo kwa mo kan kwasesem bia na mo ejoma ama ba darling boy ye makwai baga biga ye makwai you cannot come to Jawa. No necessary Mugabe you know sense necessary precisely they now we yan first no kwana nyansa um say they now be chira na obeye Okatakyie jai no kwana nyansa um na go travel sugar ana be me dey after all me no me ni yenim say ba ko akasa ko jail me ko jail okasa the difference is clear it is clear do nim nyansa ri do nim nyansa na manfo ni do ekwase na do anya kwase manfo ni nim sapepepe na wo timi di akufo do amemo na tam sa me buru akufo do nua nyina okromu a sata na emode and na momo se mo ba after me me buru akufo do nua wo and de na o ka no kore and de me kabiti adwo mama ban me nka no kore I'm going to say no kore wo mo manu mu ana and I'm going to decide who has credibility or not and never could be a mini about a GF ni bia me hu the video was most Okatakyie nya credible Okatakyie nya relevant and so nya kasa ya na mo ho hira mo sa wa 1 week asema mkan Saturday ni awe mu awe dey so na passing comment o mo tin ma shada the ambulance service dey na to Yabasaba ambulance service audio ni mo so you see won wo we nkrofo yire on office na ni and some mo omutimi nkova so masaba you know I have for the records and we'll keep the records going. No fear, no intimidation, no amount of intimidation will call us into silence. Me nipa me na wa me nsuru me ko Afrifa yoko hine agona yoko hine won royal me dey you remember me na me ma me agosu abenu wa no nim say ne ba no kura me ni 20 years say na me say ha adwen no but nyamo na mo decide if say dey am be hye kura say mo dey ba be say me no eno na be pejama could do greatness exactly to be antimi nyame hwe never se bi onyakopo twedi ampo se me bre ne so a eduru wa chuo keteki na ma de wiase ase na me ko precisely if say wiase amete no ye mo ye bia e be ye de be ye what will be exactly. And then I'll call Latin kase mo ye say key Shara my name still remains and forever will be what you know. I won't mention it be ba be so mo ma bye
Yeah.